vlogmas, Merry Craftmas. I have a new creation, a new 1940s creation. You might not. I will talk about this. I'll just show it to you and then take it off and then put it back on again. So this is 1940s pixie hood. It's slightly off pattern. Originally, I have the original pattern. I will try and put a picture here and sort my hair out. I have this pattern, but then I realised it's also in the Susan Crawford new book, a Stitch in Time colourwork edition. Evidently, this is not colourwork. I'm going out of character here. I wanted just to try this out for the size before spending a lot of time on colourwork. Just wanted to see how I liked it. And I have noticed a few things. First of all, as much as I love Susan Crawford's designs and everything, I was so baffled by her instructions that I actually used the original 1940s version because I couldn't understand the modern pattern. And I still can't. I've tried looking at it since. I still don't understand. And it's a simple hat pattern. But I did use her schematic, which worked out very well because my gauge was completely off. I got the correct stitch gauge for the original pattern, but not for Susan's. They have a different gauge of stitch gauge. So the original pattern has 8 stitches, I believe, and Susan's has 6 or 6.5. So the gauge was different and the row gauge was completely different. I had 12 stitches in my 1 inch, and the pattern, both patterns had something totally different, so the schematic really helped because I was able to make it the correct height. So that is very handy to know for the future colourwork version. Another thing that is different, other than obviously no colourwork, is this section. I don't have a functioning ribber on my knitting machine, so I just used a mock rib. But you know what? I don't like this at all. I don't really like it in the pattern, and I don't like it on my person. So it's sort of just, it's in the way. It's not in a place that I like it. It's supposed to be brought in with these ties. But then it just leaves all this open, and I don't like that. It made my ears were cold when I went out. So I then added, just this morning, added these extra ones so I can tie it around my face. But then I still have this just bit that I don't really like. So that's why when I turned on my camera, you didn't see it. I've tucked it up underneath, and I prefer it like this. And then I can just tie it under my neck, and it gives me double ear warmth underneath. I have no idea what it looks like, but it's warmer and it feels a lot nicer on my neck. So I think I will wear it like this, and not on the next one, won't do this extra ribbing thing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I understand that it should keep your neck warm and like the practicalities, but for me personally, I don't like it around my neck, so I won't be doing that. I did use my knitting machine for this because, as I said, I wanted just to see what it would look like, but I do want to knit the colourwork version by hand. Probably not before Christmas, but maybe. And I don't know if I'll do it flat or in the round because Susan Crawford's version has both. The original pattern from the 1940s is obviously written flat, so I might do that because it is seamed at the back. and Susan has it for both versions with a steek, and then you cut it and then you seam it. So I will see what I feel like doing. I did hand knit the ribbing around the face. I almost did hand knit this, and I'm so glad I did not, because I'd still be knitting away on it and then I wouldn't have liked it anyway. Ooh, washing is done. So I am happy with it, and I see things I want to adjust, but I think I'm going to appreciate having this double layer anyway to keep my ears warm. My husband thinks I look medieval, or like I should be in some fairy tale with my hood. He's not meaning it affectionately, but I'm going to take it as such because I don't mind sounding like I'm in a fairy tale. I don't know where I'm going to put these extra ties, maybe I'll just take them out. So I think it's adorable. The yarn, I only have a little bit left. The yarn was a present a few years ago now. It could even be 3 at this point. This is... where are you? I've got this much left. It was a present from my friend Nina, and I believe it's telling yarn, and it was the colour Night Owl, and it's a non-superwash fingering weight yarn, and the colour is so beautiful. And I tried to make this into the Bestway flower jumper this past year, but it did not work at all. This yarn did not get on with the white cream yarn that I tried to mix. I don't know, I think the twist in the yarn was different and they just didn't sit properly at all. So it was destined to be something else, and the white cream yarn turned into a t-shirt, and this one is now my bonnet, or my hood. And I'm very happy with it. I wanted this yarn to be used in something where you would see all these beautiful colours, and I could never figure out a one skein project that I actually wanted. And now I've found it and I'm so pleased. So yay. That is the finished object of the day. Very happy about this. I think I will take out this extra because that's just going to be in the way. Goodbye. There we go, much better. And I will happily wear my little hood. Isn't it delightful? I did do another a crochet, not a bind off, but an extra crochet seam line stitch thing around this because the rib was a bit wiggly, and I thought maybe that would also bring it in. It didn't really, so I used the ties and they work much better. I was going to put some elastic in like I did on my Swedish bonnet, but I don't think I need to. I think it's fine. So I will take this out for my walk, embarrass my husband, and happily walk around looking like an elf. I bought myself a Christmas present because it was on sale, and it's the moment. It's my gosh. I'm so excited.